Hey guys, I'm back. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you watch till the end, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay guys, I wasn't for sure what I wanted to do a video on today. I mean, on one hand, there's absolutely no content out there to go on. I mean, not on the Summerwells case. And on the other hand, there are so many things involved in the Summerwells case. It's unbelievable. There's so many things you can do a video on. So I thought what we would do is there's so many people out there defending Dawn and Candus and saying that they didn't hurt their child. They didn't do anything to her. Okay, let's go with that. They didn't. Grandis didn't do anything to her. Dawn and Candus didn't do anything to her. Let's just find out what they are guilty of. This is I wouldn't call it a letter, it's an article. And it says, what does Child Protective Services, CPS, look for when inspecting a home? So we're going to go over each of these, and hope you don't mind. I will be reading them out loud because I want to comment on them. And so let's get going here. If you have become aware of an ongoing Child Protective Service, CPS investigation after your neighbor or any other concerned person called CPS, you may be unsure about what happens next. If a report has been made to CPS, the agency caseworker will make an unannounced visit to your home within 48 hours. The mere thought of a complete stranger coming to your home and taking your child away from you is terrifying. For this reason, it is critical to be prepared for the CPS home visit and know what a CPS investigator will be looking for when inspecting your home. If you believe a CPS home visit will be happening in your future or are concerned about issues related to custody, call us today, speak with blah blah blah. It's some kind of company that supposedly helps you get ready for a CPS investigation, which is sort of ridiculous because, first of all, this company, whoever this is telling you that they will show up within 48 hours unannounced. Yes, they can show up unannounced if there is a imminent danger to the child for whatever reason. But at least 8 times out of 10, they call the person who has received the complaint against them. The parent, caregiver, grandparent, whoever it may be. They call them, they discuss the situation over the phone, they set up a time to come to the house and talk more and go over the home inspection. And it's usually between 48 and 72 hours, 24 and 72 hours, whatever the case may be. 9 times out of 10, that 72 hours is more likely because they are so busy and they have so many people they have to go visit. 9 times out of 10, they are not going to just show up on your doorstep unless somebody called and said that the house is burning down, the child's getting beat. I hear screaming from a child in this house. You need to come find out and in that case, most likely law enforcement is going to show up first. Anyways, let's get back to it. CPS caseworkers are trained to look for anything that could be used against you. A CPS investigator will look for the following things during a home inspection. Is enough healthy food in the house? Is food readily available to your children? What are the sleeping arrangements for your children? Do the children have plenty of clothes? How clean is the house? Are there any safety hazards in the house? Are there any drugs, weapons, or chemicals left out in the open? Okay, number 1, is there enough healthy food in the house? I don't know if frozen pizzas are considered the healthy food they're talking about. I'd say probably not, but if you have frozen pizza in your house, obviously you have food for the kids. and is readily available for the children to throw in the microwave and cook. Um, so, what is the sleeping arrangements for the kids? Well, where were the kids in Dawn and Candus's house sleeping? The boys were sleeping upstairs in a bunk bed. Summer had a mattress threw on the floor in the dungeon. Wait, I'm sorry. She slept in the bed with her dad because if y'all will remember, Candus most of the time slept upstairs. So Don slept in the bed with his 5-year-old. Oh, do we forget that Don goes, what is that called? In the nude. I don't know if I can say that on here or not. I was trying to think of a word. But anyways, don't think CPS would approve, guys. I truly don't. How clean is the house? Well, I know they look for fire hazards, things that you can trip over in case the house was to catch on fire. There can't be anything down in the floor. There can't be any boxes stacked up like in closets or anything because that can cause a fire. Or if a fire was to break out, it would cause the fire to get worse. There can't be like piles and mountains of clothes stacked up anywhere. Yeah, they probably fell on that part too. Are there any safety hazards in the house? Well, like I said, stuff stacked up, fire hazards, chemicals. The next one is the weapons. Wasn't there some kind of a arrow gun or a little BB gun or whatever in the window when Chris did his interview? Um, I, I don't know about you, but I saw a few dangerous things, especially like outside, especially when Dawn was talking about how Summer played in that refrigerator. That I can't get over that one. Knowing what CPS investigators look for when evaluating a home will prepare you for the visit to protect yourself, prevent the agency from removing your child. If you are under investigation by CPS or believe CPS will soon place you under investigation, the time to call a lawyer is now. We will help guide you through the process. Okay. I do agree. If CPS is getting involved with your family and you have the wherewithal to do it, you better get you a lawyer. Things a CPS caseworker will look for when inspecting your home. Below is the list of things a Child Protective Service investigator will look for when visiting your home. Cleanliness. Sanitary conditions. CPS will inspect the cleanliness of your house to ensure that your home has sanitary conditions for the kids. Imagine that. Feces, a major red flag in when a CPS caseworker finds human, animal, or rodent feces in the house. Infestation. The investigator will also look for insects, rodent infestation, so get rid of any cockroaches and other pests before CPS visits. Yeah, that's what you need to do, folks. Get rid of the cockroaches and stuff before DCS shows up. You ain't got to worry about it before then, though. Please, this company is unreal. Okay, trash. Do not expect a CPS worker to ignore piles of trash in the house. Laundry. CPS will not be pleased about the piles of dirty laundry scattered around the house. I imagine they wouldn't be. Smell. The very first thing a CPS caseworker will notice during a home visit is the smell. Get rid of any unpleasant odors, including the smell of cigarette smoke in the house. The kitchen. Rotten food. There should be no rotten, moldy, or spoiled food in the house to make a good impression on CPS. Well, I don't think there should be if you have children, there shouldn't be anyways. Healthy foods. Food choices play a role, so make sure that your kitchen has plenty of healthy foods such as fruits and vegetables. Availability of a food must be readily available to your children, so make sure that your refrigerator, pantry, and cupboards are stocked with healthy foods. Knives and other sharp, dangerous objects. Any knives, matches, razors, and other dangerous items within reach of your kids will definitely catch their CPS investigator's eye. Safety hazards. Choking and strangulation, suffocation, and poisoning hazards. A CPS investigator will look for any objects or hazards that could cause choking, suffocation, strangulation, or poisoning. So it is vital to thoroughly inspect your house for those hazards before the CPS home visit. Well, you would think you have kids, you would make sure that stuff wasn't around to begin with. Slip and fall and trip and fall hazards. Your home should be free of clutter, loose rugs, secured wires, slippery surfaces, and other slip or trip and fall hazards. Electrical hazards. Any electrical hazards are also a red flag for CPS during a home visit. Make sure that there are no exposed wiring and electrical parts in the house. Burn hazards. CPS will look for any hazards that could result in a child's burn injuries, including electrical equipment, chemicals, and thermal contact. Fire hazards. Make sure that flammable items are far away from open flame in the house. A CPS investigator may also ask if your house is equipped with smoke detectors. Chemicals and cleaning products. While cleaning your house is good, household cleaners and other chemicals should be stored out of the kids' reach. General safety hazards. Other safety hazards that match any of the CPS workers' attention are broken appliances, malfunctioning utilities or lack thereof, shattered glass, stairs without gates, mold, gaskets, and others. Children under 18 months should sleep in a crib with no pillows, blankets, stuffed toys, and other material. Bunk beds. If your children are sleeping in bunk beds, they should have railings on both sides to prevent fall. Top bunk beds or top bunks. It is not safe for your children under the age of 6 years old to sleep in the top bunk. Opposite sex children. If you have a boy and a girl, they must sleep in separate bedrooms at ages 5 and older. What was that? Oh, wait. Opposite sex children. If you have a boy and a girl, they must sleep in separate bedrooms at ages 5 and older. This is the state of Tennessee, folks. This is one of CPS's major rules. Now you tell me, I've been waiting this whole video to harp and bitch on this, and I'm sorry if I'm getting loud. Don Wales sleeps in the bed with his 5-year-old daughter while he has no clothes on. CPS in the state of Tennessee says you cannot even have a boy and a girl sleeping in the same bedroom. In the same bedroom, folks. Yet he wants to take his 5-year-old and put her in the bed with him and him without clothes. Okay, that's not bad enough. He takes and puts his children, all 4 of them, in the shower with him. His children are 13, 11, 9, and 5. 6 now. Summer's 6. Tell me what you think the state of Tennessee was going to do or was going to say when they found out that little tidbit of information, when it plainly states that they can't, a boy and a girl cannot even sleep, not just in the same bed, they can't even sleep in the same bedroom after the age of 5. Please, somebody, tell me your thoughts. And if you're a CPS worker and you know different, let me know. Because as old as I am and as long as I've known anything about CPS and how they deal with things, I have always known this. It's always been that way. In the housing authority in this area, you cannot, the housing authority says you can't have opposite sex children after the age of 5 sleeping in the same bedroom. So where does Don Wales get off thinking that he could do that? or that he can take showers with his children and put them in the shower together with him. Where does Candus get off allowing it to happen? And don't let me hear, oh, she was scared of him. No, you walk through fire for your children. You die for your children if need be. You don't let some man torment and torture and humiliate your children to keep yourself safe. These are the things these people are guilty of. I can't prove they did anything or was even involved in her disappearance. But they are shitty parents. They are guilty of that. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Alcohol and drugs. Sorry, folks. It just really, I get passionate about it. I can't imagine what them kids went through. What he did to them. What he made them do to each other. Illegal drugs. There should not be any illicit drugs or substances in the house. Prescription and over-the-counter medication. Medication should be stored in a locked cabinet, out of sight and out of reach of children. Alcohol. Any alcohol in the house should be stored out of the kids' reach. Outside, swimming pools. If you have a swimming pool in the backyard, which they don't, so I ain't even worried about that. Road safety. She lived so far away from the road. I mean, yes, she could walk to the end of that driveway, but it's not like anybody had to worry about her dropping a ball and it rolling out in the road. So that's not even an issue either. The issue is they did not take care of their children. They are guilty of that. They are guilty of being shitty parents. If they were better parents, we would not be sitting 8 months into that baby's disappearance, and those 3 boys would not be sitting at or at a foster home, wondering what happened to their sister, wondering why their parents don't love them. I'm sorry, folks. I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother first and foremost, and my kids and my grandkids have always come first, no matter what. And it just really, really eats me alive to know that these children had to live and grow up in that environment. And as I said, God only knows what happened to those children while they were in the shower. If he wanted to take a shower with somebody, why didn't he sling Candus in the shower with him? If he wasn't showering with his own wife, why was he putting his kids in the shower with him? Think about that, folks. Okay, guys, that'll be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you watched till the end. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time.